All right, so in today's video I'm going to be showing you how you can stick with a reading routine. All right, in the previous videos I've been able to go over some certain foundations and fundamentals for you to have a successful, permit me to say, reading career now. But in today's video I'm going to show you how you can stick with a reading routine. That means you already must have a reading routine. Everybody has a reading routine. All right, some people, when they wake up very early in the morning, and they read for 30 minutes. During lunch break they read for another 30 minutes or 20 minutes. In the evening, during the cool of the day, they pick another 30 minutes. Before they sleep, they read another 20 minutes. All right, all coupled together they must have read maybe, let's say, 2 hours or thereabouts. Some can do that at a stretch. I can do that sometimes I break it. All right, I don't have a fixed reading routine. I have several routines and I pick as that day is. When I'm in school, I have a separate routine. When I'm at home, I have a separate routine. This video is not to share my routine with you. It is going to be useless because my routine might not work for you. But there are several routines, and you will never know the one that works for you until you test every form of routine. All right. So just research on reading routines and try something. Now, but this video is going to show you how you can stick with a particular routine that you pick, and which is this. Just, I'm going to pull from the wealth of the knowledge we've used in the previous video. First of all, turn it to a game. All right, gamify it, get an accountability partner, create a challenge for yourself, reward yourself. Those things are very important. Then finally, so that you can stick with the routine, you have to be disciplined. Discipline is very important. All right, but there is something else about discipline, which is called bliss. B-L-I-S-S, then plain, the same P-L-I-N-E that ends discipline. Or now discipline, sometimes that word is very cringy to a lot of people. They don't even want to hear it. They feel it's something they cannot do. But discipline is when you do something that is hard, but you're able to do it, and the end result of that thing is that you become happy. I learned something from a book I'm currently reading by Mark Manson, and the book was talking about suffering. Why everybody is trying to avoid suffering, and when you are trying to avoid suffering, you will end up suffering more. But when you don't avoid problems but you solve problems, it generates happiness. Have you ever been daunted by a huge tax before, and immediately you finish that tax, you felt so good? That is what can happen. So when you make discipline a tool that you use, so I'm going to stick with this routine, so that if I do this routine every day, any day I finish my routine, I would always be happy. All right. Once you do that, you're not just seeking pleasure. You are falling in love with the process gradually, which is the reading process. And if you remember what I said in the previous video, is that all these things is just to get the initial gra, that is the initial momentum. Once you get to a peak, when you do a routine for 7 to 21 days, 21 to 30 days, 30 to 60 days, to 90 days, to 180 days, then for a year and continue, you will never be able to drop that routine again. Just like how you wake up in the morning and you brush your teeth and you bath, it's not hard because you have been doing this when you have been small, obviously. So do this and you'll be able to stick with the routine, right? And finally, whenever you go against your routine or you slack, don't talk down yourself, don't feel bad about yourself. Pick up yourself again and do it. Many people, they stop routine because maybe they wanted to start a routine and it failed, and because of that they decided that, oh, I'm not doing this thing again. All right, so don't be that person. Get up, go and read that book. I believe in you. That book is calling you now. Go and read that book. All right. So I'll see you guys in the next video.